Term 68. REITs, real estate investment trusts. REITs, or real estate investment trusts, are companies that own, operate, or finance income-producing real estate. They pool capital from investors and allow them to invest in a diversified portfolio of real estate assets without having to buy, manage, or finance individual properties themselves. REITs trade on major stock exchanges like any other stock. Term 69. Real estate development firms. Real estate development firms are companies involved in the process of acquiring land, planning, designing, constructing, and ultimately selling or leasing real estate properties. They are the visionaries behind the transformation of raw land or existing structures into profitable real estate assets. Term 71. Real estate title companies. Real estate title companies are essential players in the property transaction process. Their primary role is to ensure that the buyer receives clear ownership of a property, free from any legal disputes or claims. Term 74. Adverse possession. Adverse possession is a legal concept that allows someone who isn't the rightful owner of a property to acquire legal ownership over time. It essentially means someone who isn't on the title can become the owner by occupying the land under specific circumstances. Requirements to claim adverse possession: actual possession, hostile claim, continuous and uninterrupted possession, open and notorious possession, exclusive possession. Term 91. Life estate. A life estate is a type of ownership interest in real property that lasts only for the duration of a specific person's life, usually the life of the owner who created the life estate, the grantor. Here's a breakdown of key concepts. 1. A life estate grants the person who holds it, the life tenant, the right to live in and use the property for their lifetime. 2. The life tenant can also rent out the property and enjoy the income generated from it. 3. However, the life tenant cannot sell the property or make permanent changes to it without the permission of the remainderment, the person who inherits the property after the life tenant dies. Types of life estates. 1. Life estate pure autre vie, for another's life. In this type of life estate, the life tenant's ownership lasts for the lifetime of another designated person, not their own. 2. Life estate with remainder to heirs. Here, the remainder is inherited by the life tenant's heirs according to the laws of intestacy, if no will exists. Term 92. Periodic tenancy. A periodic tenancy is a type of rental agreement where the tenancy automatically renews for set periods, typically month to month or year to year, until either the tenant or the landlord gives proper notice to terminate the tenancy. Some key characteristics of periodic tenancies. 1. Automatic renewal. The tenancy continues indefinitely unless either party takes action to end it. 2. Notice period required. Both the landlord and tenant must provide written notice to terminate the tenancy, typically with a specific time frame depending on the local laws and the terms of the original agreement, often 30 days for month-to-month tenancies. 3. Fixed renewal periods. While the tenancy continues indefinitely, the renewal periods themselves are fixed. For example, in a month-to-month tenancy, the renewal period is 1 month. 4. Similar terms. Periodic tenancies generally follow the same terms and conditions as the original lease agreement, unless any changes are explicitly mentioned in the termination notice. Term 93. Estate at sufferance. An estate at sufferance, also known as tenancy at sufferance or holdover tenancy, is a legal term that describes a tenant who continues to occupy a rental property after their lease has expired. The tenant is also known as a holdover tenant. Term 94. Tenancy at will. A tenancy at will is a type of rental agreement where the tenancy can be terminated by either the landlord or the tenant at any time, without any specific notice period required by law. It offers flexibility but also comes with some uncertainties for both parties. Term 120. UGMA, Uniform Gifts to Minors Act. The Uniform Gifts to Minors Act, UGMA, is a law established in all 50 states of the United States that allows adults, custodians, to give financial assets to minors, beneficiaries, in a way that's controlled until the minor reaches legal age. Term 121. UTMA, Uniform Transfers to Minors Act. The Uniform Transfers to Minors Act, UTMA, similar to UGMA, Uniform Gifts to Minors Act, is a law adopted in all 50 states of the United States. UTMA allows adults, transferors, to transfer various types of assets to minors, beneficiaries, with the assets being controlled by a custodian until the minor reaches legal age. Choosing between UTMA and other options depends on your specific situation and goals. Consulting with a financial advisor can help you determine the best way to manage gifts for a minor.